Hi guys, Alice here. I am going to read parts of Eragon to you, and this may be part of a series. It's up to me because I don't think I have any fans right now. It's probably because I'm new. That's normal. Getting bright here, damn. Pardon my French. I'm going to be reading Eragon to you by Christopher Paolini. I hope I am saying that correctly. It is a wonderful book. It has a lot of the things that you do not see in the movies, like what happened between when Saphira hatched and when Eragon told her that she needed to fly. So I'm going to read it to you. And I hope you enjoy it. Now, my Kindle may be propped up because it will be easier for me to read while I am not holding my Kindle. I would love to get something that would help with that, but at the moment I have no money. And I'm not doing this for profit, unless the profit is other people's happiness. Is that an actual thing? Making profit on other people's happiness? Making people feel good makes me feel good in turn. So I'm going to begin. Now mind you, it may be a little shaky. I am sorry if it is. I don't have a lot of places to prop it up. Oh, that actually works very well. I may just use that. Okay, well. Sorry, hair's getting my eyes, it's like that. There's a hairband right here. Can I just... That's better. Okay. Shall we begin? Let me turn up the music. Because it may not be beneficial for others to listen to music while I'm reading. It would not listen. I'm using a remote and it doesn't work very well. Okay. Prologue. Shade of Fear. Wind howled through the night, carrying a scent that would change the world. A tall shade lifted his head and sniffed the air. He looked human, except for his crimson hair and maroon eyes. He blinked in surprise. The message had been correct. They were here. Or was it a trap? He weighed the odds, then said icily, "Spread out. Hide behind the bushes and trees. Stop whoever is coming, or die." Around him shuffled 12 Urgles, with short swords and round iron shields, painted with black symbols. They resembled men with bowed legs and thick, brutish arms made for crushing. A pair of twisted horns grew above their small ears. The monsters hurried into the brush, grunting as they hid. Soon the rustling quieted, and the forest was soon silent again. The shade peered around a thick tree and looked up the trail. It was too dark for any human to see, but for him the faint moonlight was like sunshine streaming between the trees. Every detail was clear and sharp to his searching gaze. He remained unnaturally quiet, a long pale sword in his hand. A wire-thin scratch curved down the blade. The weapon was thin enough to slip between a pair of ribs, yet stout enough to hack through the hardest armor. The Urgles could not see as well as the shade. They groped like blind beggars, fumbling with their weapons. An owl screeched, cutting through the silence. No one relaxed until a bird flew past. Then the monster shivered in the cold night. One snapped a twig with his heavy boot. You saw what happened there. And yes, I am reading in a British accent. I find that reading like that actually is more engaging. It also sounds more sophisticated. Continuing, sorry, I may do this a lot. I have told you that I have ADHD, which stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Basically, I can't focus very well if I don't take my medicine, and I get hyper, like, really bad. Like, bouncing off the walls bad. Of course, it's worse when I'm in the middle of a manic episode. I've actually dropped things down from that bunk. Sat up there dropping things down, yelling Geronimo and Bonsai for no apparent reason. Drives my mother crazy. Me as well, because I know what's going on. So, back to the story. The shade hissed in anger, and the Urgle shrank back, motionless. He suppressed his distaste. They smelled like fetid meat, and turned away. They were tools, nothing more. The shade forced back his impatience as the minutes became hours. The scent must have wafted far ahead of its owners. He did not let the Urgles get up or warm themselves. He denied himself those luxuries as well, and stayed behind the tree, watching the trail. Another gust of wind brushed through the forest. The smell was stronger this time. Excited, he lifted his thin lip up in a